Legend of Vox Machina. Holy crap.
By God.
Okay, so let's just start from the beginning because episode 7 picks up directly where, episode 6 ends off, to where they have to then go to the castle to pretty much take out, to form a revolution. And so doing that, you break it off into two teams.
Yep.
You get Team A, and then you get Scambo. And my God, Scambo.
That whole sequence, first of all, so I have avoided watching anything from the Critical Role campaign of Vox Machina. I'm watching Critical Role campaign 3 right now on Twitch. The show has got me into watching, but because I avoided that,
go back and rewatch.
Yes. I've been watching clips of the moments that have taken place in the episodes we are currently on. For example, the Triceratops. Watching that, I was like, this totally seems like something from D&D. Just so fucking random. And I loved it. And then when I went back and watched, I was like, yes, that is excellent.
Yes. Well, just the idea of like, I'm a distracted. I got these potions, got no idea what they do, but somehow, some way, I'm going to burn that fucking house down.
And that is not how I saw that sequence going.
No. Well, especially like it starts where he immediately fails as soon as he starts.
As soon as he starts, he puts his hand on that dude's leg while he's taking a shit. Like, holy crap! No pun intended. Like, I didn't expect that. And then the whole battle on the roof while it's burning in the rain, like
the Bigby's hand, the middle finger.
Yes,
great. That's building up. Because then you go back to the other team with Percy and them. And what I like about this show is that this show does what an adaptation should do, is that it fills in little gaps from the D&D show that we may not have gotten. For example, in the D&D show, you don't really get much of a backstory of Anderson.
Yeah.
Like Professor Anders. You don't.
Yeah, and they literally started the episode.
Yeah, it started the episode, and you kind of understood where he's coming from. You also kind of get a little backstory of Silas and Delilah, a little bit about them, about how she's a worshiper of the Whispered One. That comes into play later, and that's due to some dark magic bullshit. She saves her husband but turns him into a vampire.
Yeah, and it made you feel for them. Like it was like, oh crap! Like they're not some like heartless motherfuckers that I thought.
Same with Anderson. Like, you kind of get where he's coming from, but it's like, you still don't get the whole picture there.
Yeah.
It's like, but you can see why he kind of betrayed. With that being said, the action was great.
Action, of course, hands down, fantastic. The whole fight sequence with that silver tongue, Grog being taken over.
Fucking the armor, and then the ricochet shot.
Oh, I loved it.
I love it because they're slowly but surely hinting in some of the gunslinger like feats, like the violent shot, the ricochet shot, the tripping shot.
Mm-hmm. It hands down was one unexpected because I didn't know how he was going to get out of it. I figured he was going to shoot. I didn't expect the whole ricochet and go through the cheek and rip that dude's jaw off.
So that's my thing. This isn't like, kill count where we don't have like a best kill award.
Yeah.
But if we did, Anders hands down, like, I don't know how they're going to handle the other three names on the list, but Anders hands down has probably the best kill.
Oh, fantastic.
In this show. Not only does he get his jaw just ripped off, he then gets his head blown out and knocked through a window.
Yes. And so and then the whole zombie situation and Scambo getting bitten and trying to figure out, what the hell's going to go on with him, and
them still proving that like, hey, people aren't safe still. Like with the death of Archie and whatnot.
Yes, I did. Like, I was like, okay, it's just a little action sequence. Then the dude fell in half, and I was like, no, you got to be joking me right now. Like, this show is not afraid to kill people.
For main characters, kind of. Like, they'll get to the point of death, but then they'll always have like a heal or something. Okay,
Yeah.
it's not afraid to go there yet.
Yeah.
Yet, because they are very thinly like pushing the line.
Yeah.
You know, like they would have died had Pike not have shown up at the end of episode 9, which was just amazing because it was like you truly see, oh, you brought the undead to a cleric fight. Okay. Please continue.
Oh, it's fantastic when she basically gave all the townspeople's just weapons in general, like a pitchfork, like just the powers. Yeah, it's holy weapons, like the holy pitchfork, and just the way it was cinematography, like was set up, like the glow with the dark background and everything, just made it stand out so much.
I also like the voice acting because, like, I like who plays Cassandra. I liked Anders. I think the guy who voiced Anders is the same one who made the TV show Barry for HBO.
Oh,
so it's like he's actually he was good.
Yeah,
and like Matt Mercer and Greg Griffin's fucking Matt Mercer and Greg Griffin. So it's like Taliesin Jaffe's fucking killing it.
The voice acting for the show is spectacular. They had a whole special like voice acting preview before the series came out, and by seeing that I was like, oh, that made me interested in watching. And then seeing how the voice acting actually has gone through with this show, this is top-notch animation across the board. It is just so enjoyable to watch. You honestly forget you're watching animation to a point because it just feels so rooted, so grounded in the world that it has built.
And you're still getting character development.
Yes, across the board.
You're getting... Scanlan had his major moment.
Yeah.
Okay. You get the origins of how the pepper box was made.
Yep.
You get the confirmation of the Vax Keyleth relationship, which is 10 times more funnier than I thought it was going to be. Because it's like they hinted at hard, and he's like, I love you. Wait, what? Like now of all time?
Yeah. And I was like, holy crap. Like, dude, now is not the time. Definitely not the time. Like, I know you feel like you're about to die, but not the time to do that. Holy crap. And like Kenneth, just with the whole sun burnt, like the tree catching on fire and all, like
having her whole arc with Everlight.
Yes.
Finally getting resolved.
And by having that, because I loved how they explained her not being there for a lot of the story moments, because in the real campaign she was not there. And like I'm new to it, so I'm just gathering all this data and just absorbing it all as we go through the show. But seeing her back is exciting, but it's also fulfilling because it is a good adaptation of the campaign that took place.
And then there's the cliffhanger.
Yes.
Season of episode 9 with Ripley. And it's Ripley because it's the only name that's left on the gun, And
because I'm a person who doesn't know who that is, I was like, holy shit, why is he just pulling the gun? I saw the mist, the smoke, and I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
And
then it just cuts to black. Yeah,
it was fantastic. Fantastic.
I'm going to be very interested to see how they handle the final 3.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like we have too many enemies still left on the list.
We really don't. Because we have the undead outside.
Yeah.
We have Ripley in the dungeon. And then we have Silas and Delilah.
Oh, I thought there was one more.
Oh, because there was the Goliath. There was Goliath who pretty much fought Scanlan, but Percy shot his leg out and was like, "You're not on my list." So.
Okay.
I'll let the people of Whitestone handle you.
Okay. So I mean, like I said, this is where my new critter brain is. Because I don't know this campaign. I'm just going with the show first. I'm going to go back and watch the campaign because I'm just falling in love with Critical Role. But
it's going to be, knowing what happens is going to be very interesting to see how they handle certain things and also how they kind of set up to
It's going to be interesting to see how they set up for a season 2.
Like they teased it in the first 2. How are you going to like? Because it's been good because they have 2 seasons.
Yes.
So we know
it's
we're
going to be
getting a
interesting.
second season.
It's going to be interesting. Overall, my dude, what did you think? What would you rate it?
Week after week, we keep coming back and we keep saying the same thing. I'm like, there's no way the show keeps getting good, or how can this show possibly top itself? And then every week they do something to which it's like, but what if we do this?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I like that. I like that a lot. Please do more of that.
Yes.
I'm liking the reaction and fan respect of people who haven't watched it of Percy's arc.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people who thought he was just kind of a background guy.
I honestly did.
Yeah. But now you realize, no, he's a lot more messed up. And you realize why when I said he's my favorite character in this show, one of my favorite characters of all time.
It is. I can see it now. Like the more and more we get of him, the more and more I see it. And like you're right. Like each week we're like, okay, how does this show get better? But overall, I think I would give these 3 episodes a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, this is an easy A.
It's easy.
I rapidly hard that you're going to screw the landing.
Yeah.
Like
the wheels are like inches from the ground. Like the landing's here. Like
you have your hand over the touchdown, just drop the ball.
Yeah. You guys have absolutely killed it over there with Critical Role and I'm Amazon.
Like, definitely I'm buying this Blu-ray.
Yes.
It's not even hey. I've gotten a fucking pop because of it, and I don't collect pops.
Yeah. But with that being said, we are going to review that finale, those last 3 episodes next week. So please hit that subscribe button so you can join us on that journey. You have an experienced critter, a new critter, just going along the journey. We are going to do a where's season 2 going to go video a week after the finale. Let it sink in. Maybe a whole season episode as well. Because, we want to talk more about Vox Machina. It is a fantastic show. It deserves the attention, deserves the time that we're giving it. And
that'll be interesting because it'll be someone who knows where they're going, someone who doesn't know where they're going, and then kind of seeing where how they adapt it.
Exactly. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. Let us know in the comments below what you thought of this week's 3 episodes, and we'll see you guys later.